is this person you're comparing yourself with?
Right.
Why are you comparing yourself with this person? And what about that person are you comparing yourself with? So grab your cup of coffee. I'm sure me and Mayowa will probably end up fighting ourselves today.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Today I'm doing something a little bit fresh and different. And yeah, guys, I'm filming my first collaboration script teacher, and I have Paula the Tailor here with me. She's a fashion designer, a YouTuber like me, and also a creator. And we're talking about comparison, guys. Comparison and how it affects fashion designers and creatives. So let's head right in, guys.
Hi, Paula. It feels good to see you. Like I've not seen Mayowa in how many years now?
I think 3 or 4
We're
years.
always chatting, we're always talking. You know.
Well, how has work been and everything?
Hey guys, we are surviving.
So guys, the topic we are talking about today, comparison and how it affects fashion designers to creative. See, I just feel like apart from fashion designing and being a creative and all of that, I think that comparison is what a lot of it's everywhere. Like in our society, I just feel like it's everywhere because if you really like look at it, you would see that once upon a time in your life, you have probably compared yourself with somebody. And if you are saying that you've never, I'll say it's a lie. Or what do you think?
A big lie. Because personally, like I can't remember like the number of times I've compared myself with another fashion designer, with a friend, with people in general. And of course, we'll just be telling ourselves a lie if we say at no point in your life have you ever compared yourself with people. And I am just here to tell you that it's actually very, very okay to compare.
Well, yeah, it's okay to compare, but then I have a little issue with it. I know it's okay to compare when you are trying to use that comparison to self-motivate yourself. Like you're seeing somebody else's achievements and then you're like, oh my God, I want to be like this person. And then you are really growing. You are working towards it. It's not like you're saying, oh, maybe you don't have the resources. That person that is posting an achievement, a big achievement that you want for yourself, maybe you don't have the resources yet to achieve those things. But then I feel like it's better if you are maybe shadowing the person or really just watching how the person is moving before you let comparison lead to envy or hate. So because
I think this is where guarding your heart comes in. And we need to understand the fact that we are the Gen Zs. How do they say that? Gen Zs, and we are social.
Wait, I'm not a Gen Z.
Oh, really?
I'm a millennial, I beg.
Really? So you guys, I'm the cool kid there.
Your mind.
So, I mean, this is, okay, our generations, I mean, we still have things in common.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're a social media addict too. Like, we're all addicted to social media.
Yeah.
And the possibility of comparing yourself, especially online, is very, very high.
Right.
Now, what I have issues with is you having the capacity to guard your heart. Your mental health matters. And why you're comparing yourself, why are you comparing yourself with this person? If you have to compare yourself with someone, who is this person you're comparing yourself with?
Right.
Why are you comparing yourself with this person? And what about that person are you comparing yourself with? So these are the 3 things I would like to discuss here. So grab your cup of coffee as we delve into this topic. I'm sure me and Mayowa will probably end up fighting ourselves today. Because of course
I'm not a fighter, I'm a preacher of peace, not
preacher of peace. I came from the violence headquarters.
Okay, now
as a representative.
We'll quench that violence today.
So I'd like to say this, that in case at this point in your life you're comparing yourself with anybody, I'm here to tell you that it's totally okay. Like, you're normal, babes. You're normal. It's what every one of us do. Now, why you should compare yourself with people? First, I would say for the sake of intentional growth. Before I say why, I think I would say who you should compare yourself with. You don't just pick a random person to compare yourself with. who are the people? Is this person motivating you? Now, there's a way you can push comparison to motivation. And be sure that whoever it is you're picking to compare yourself with has the same story with you, shares the same background story with you. You don't want to go about comparing yourself with someone that, you know, has everything figured out in life, and you know, someone that or someone that started.
Correction. I just feel like not everybody has everything figured out in life, because we don't show our behind the scenes.
But now look at someone that, let's say a fashion designer that started this journey 10 years ago, and let's say you that you're comparing yourself with this person, you start your journey say 2 years, you're just 2 or 1 year into it, and you're comparing yourself with someone that, it's good, it's okay, you know, these things would push you if you're comparing yourself and you're looking at the positive aspects, but you're not letting it weigh you down, you're not letting it get to you, you're not letting it make you feel you are doing less of yourself. Like, it's okay if you're comparing yourself with people and you are actually being positive about it, like you're not making it mess with your mental health, because all these things, if you think it's too much, guy, if you think it's too much, if you do not have that capacity to you know, filter some things, like celebrate your small wins. It is very, very important. While you're comparing yourself, be sure that you're saying, oh, okay, oh, this person has a studio, or this person has, you know, this mansion.
What you just mentioned, it made me just remember when I was in fashion school that year. There was this she's my friend actually. She got a sewing machine, a computerized sewing machine, and it was like costing around 1 million naira that year. So, and then when she announced this, when she told us, like a circle of friends, that she got this sewing machine, and we're just beginners now. We're still on our manual machines and all of that. So yeah, so I don't think it would have made sense for us to be comparing ourselves with this person. That's why I said be sure the person you're comparing yourself with shares the same background with you. Because if you can't afford this sewing machine, what are you now killing yourself over?
You don't even know if this person, you know, just has one uncle somewhere that supports them, and you that are just struggling with your life and you are surviving Lagos together, you are surviving Nigeria together. You'll not be comparing yourself with.
But if you can actually afford it, it's something you
can say, oh, I love this, and I'm going to get it. It's different. It's different. So the idea of, because you know, the whole idea of comparison is bad, to compare yourself with people.
Oh yeah, it's bad too.
I used to think that way too. There needs to be a limit. To be balancing. Because I actually used to think that way too. Because there really was a point in my life when I started my fashion journey, and you know, I got to compare myself a lot with already existing fashion designers. Like, that's the worst thing you want to do.
A killer of joy.
Because you are going at this pace, and you know, you are going at your own pace. And this person has been through the stages.
Yeah, she has passed through some hurdles too that you don't even know about, right?
And I feel, so this is one of the reasons why I actually at intervals come out to talk about some of my struggles, because I really do not like the fact that sometimes people just sit at the back of their house and think you have life figured out. Guy, it's not always like that.
So with comparison, while I'll say it's not bad, I'll also say it's bad, because not everybody has that control over their mind. Like, they can
especially
stop
this generation.
That they can stop those negative reactions from taking root in their mind or heart. So I just think that if you are mostly in the business of comparing yourself, or let me not say business. If you mostly compare yourself, like if you see that every time you're scrolling through your social media and you see somebody with the kind of life that you would also want for yourself, I think you should also look within yourself that there's something I do for myself. I have a journal where I write things down. So sometimes when I'm feeling down, or when I'm thinking, oh, why is my life like this? Why is I think everybody is moving ahead, I'm just here, blah, blah, blah. What I do mostly is just to pick up my old journals. I have a 2018 journal, 2019 journal. So I'll just pick up one of my old journals. And sometimes when I read through those journals, I'll find out that most of the things I wrote about that I want to achieve for my own life, I would see that, oh, I have actually done all of these things. And it kind of boosts me up. It motivates me that, oh, my life is not at a standstill. Yeah, it's not stagnant. I'm actually moving. But this person's, although this person's journey is faster, but I am also moving at my own pace. Yeah. So
what I would like to say is, before you even go into comparing yourself with anybody, I think it's very, very important to give yourself this credit that you're special.
Yeah.
Whatever anybody is doing, trust me, that person is doing it in a special way. And you too, you can do whatever it is. You're unique in your own way. So when you have this mindset, and I still support comparison to a large extent, because I believe when you compare yourself with someone that actually shares the same background story with you, it makes sense. Now you're comparing yourself, but you're not. Now you're picking out the positive sides. You know, so actually, you don't have to. We tell ourselves that you have to go through something to learn a lesson. You can actually learn from people's experience.
Right, right. So you don't make that exact
mistake. You can learn from people's experience. You can learn from people's mistakes. Right. And that's why I always appreciate when people share their personal stories, you know, so people who can relate with it can pick one or two things from it.
As fashion creatives, I feel like we shouldn't like see each other as competitors. Exactly. So that your friend that you feel like is moving ahead, that your friend that you feel like is up there, if you are seeing her instead as a colleague rather than a competitor, you'll be able to go close to her and say, oh, girl, what are you doing? How are you doing this? And then they'll be able to put you through, right? Yeah.
I actually have a lot of fashion designer friends, and there's nothing wrong with making friends in your industry.
Yeah.
Like, the world is wide enough for everybody to fly. The sky is wide, it's big enough for everybody to fly. Or how do you say that? And so there are two things I want to talk about comparison. There is the favorable comparison and there is the unfavorable comparison. The favorable comparison is when you compare yourself with someone and you feel good about yourself that, oh yeah,
like you're on the right path,
I'm on the right path, I'm doing good. The unfavorable comparison is when you compare yourself with someone and it starts sinking you, like,
right, you see all your own achievements as irrelevant.
It feels like you're not doing anything. Like, all your efforts, you know, and this can actually lead to depression, because these are the things we talk about mental health.
A lot of people don't say these things.
A lot of people don't say these
things. They are going through a lot.
Even when I used to compare myself, like when I was still new in the fashion world, and I would scroll through a lot of fashion designers' page, and I would see, this person is already doing, this person is already dead. And you know, sometimes you even compare designs, like, this person knows how to sew more than me.
Wow, like this person's design. Where did she get this brain from?
Yeah, you know, you just say, when would I start sewing snatched waist like this? What's that? Anytime I sew my own, it's not always as snatched as this. Yeah, calm down.
You get there.
Calm down, you get there. Because the truth is, the person you're comparing yourself with did not start today.
Right, and even that person is still growing.
It's still growing.
Nobody knows everything.
Nobody knows everything. So there's something special. There's something unique about you. Right. You just need to figure it out. I used to say this thing, like, no matter how competitive the industry is, your niche is there. Yeah. Like, and there is something special that you have to bring to the table.
Right.
It's just to identify. It's just to identify what that special thing is.
That thing that makes you unique. That thing that makes you you.
Yeah. And babes, see, we need to emphasize on packaging, because that's what most of this do.
Right.
Online, most of the things you see online, people will not come and show their downsides.
Right.
It's the perfect picture they would post. If you have like 10 pictures on your phone, it's the best 3 or the best picture on your gallery you post.
You need to see my camera roll, right? I have a million pictures there.
And then you end up posting one.
Right.
Or how many. So that's how social media works too. So when you understand this, that people are packaging, and even you too, you are packaging. We are all packaging together.
Right.
So you realize that there's really nothing to feel bad, because the rates of depression now amongst young people has really, really increased.
And if you really find out the root cause, if you go into it, you'll find out that
it is unhealthy comparison. Yeah. So if you must compare yourself with anybody, make sure it is healthy.
To round it up, guys, so we don't keep repeating the same thing. we're just going to list some of the things you should do, like you should consider when you feel like you are in that hole, when you're in that hole of unhealthy comparison. So I just feel like number one thing you should do is to be grateful. Just be grateful for where you are, and
well, I'll say celebrate every win, your little wins, celebrate them. And just like Mayowa said, have a journal, list out these things that you've achieved. You might feel like you've not achieved anything, but by the time you start listing them out, and like she suggested too, you can take pictures, you know, go through your gallery and see, and then you see you
look at your 2018 picture and then you feel like, oh, what was I in 2018? And now look at where I am now. And then it motivates you and stuff. So I also think that you should also learn from others rather than competing. Don't compete at all. Don't even think of competing at all. So rather than just look at someone and start getting down or whatever, look for how you can learn from the person. If you feel like it's not possible for you to be physical, you can't interact with the person physically. There's a way you can shadow the person and then just see what the person is doing, and then you can see if you can also implement those things into your own life.
That's what I'm talking about. LD comparison.
Yeah.
Have it at the back of your mind. If you must compare yourself with anybody, make sure it is LD.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you were able to pick one or two things about comparison, LD comparison. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel at
Mayowaoye
and Foladi Taylor, and also follow us on Instagram at Foladi Taylor
and on at Mayowa_Oye. You can also see it on your screen right now.
Yes, and like this video, comment, and of course share with your friends.
And don't forget to turn on the notification bell for our next video.
Thank you.
Bye.